अच्छा, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है, what is the unit of stress? You know the formula for the stress? Stress is force over area, which is basically cross-sectional area. Okay, for the force you have simplest formula, kg meter per second square. For area you have meter square. So we just apply force kg meter per second square meter square. You will get kg meter minus 1, this one. So our answer will be A. Second question, physical quantities can be classed as vector or as scalar. Which quantity consists of two vectors? Velocity and electric field strength, but at the moment this topic is removed, so I think ये remove हो चुका है. I think you will not be exercised further in S levels. This is scalar, this is vector, this is scalar, this is vector, weight is vector, temperature is scalar, velocity vector, electric field strength is vector. Two dogs pulls a sledge along an icy track as shown. We can complete the diagram like this, or you can manage to resolve the forces according to the given, ये जो भी आपके पास situation है इसके लिहाज से. So dog X pull with 200 Newton force, 200 force to the sledge. What is the resultant force on the sledge exerted by two dogs? Just resolve the component here. It is 200 cos 65, and here we will have 200 sin 65. Similarly, this is downward, 120 cos 45, and then we have 120 sin 45. You know how to do resolving? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So sum of the x components, 200 cos 65 इसके बराबर आता है
84.5.
84.5, and this is it is in opposite direction, then we introduce a minus sign. 120 cos 45,
84.9.
84.9. So what you have got, minus 0.4. Okay.
Yes.
So what about this y components? 200 sin 65, that is 181.3 plus 120 84.9. That makes
266.2.
Yes. So what about the resultant? Fx square plus Fy square. So 0.4 square plus 266 square root, just to try to find out.
Two
266 ये किसके नियर बाय है? ठीक है.
Yes.
इसको राउंड ऑफ करें ना, 266 को 270 बनता है. Okay, in the circuit shown, an analog ammeter is to be calibrated as a thermometer. The ammeter is connected in series with a thermistor. The thermistor is a component with a resistance that varies with temperature. The graph shows how the resistance R of the thermistor changes with temperature T. Which diagram could represent temperature scales on the thermometer? You have to see basically from 0 to up to here, there is a very sharp drop, and then it becomes ये इसके बीच में इसकी जो सेंसिटिविटी है वो लो हो जाती है. ठीक है, यहाँ तक इसने बहुत ज़्यादा डिफ्लेक्शन शो की है. रेजिस्टेंस गोज़ बहुत तेज़ी के साथ जो है वो, जब इसका टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज़ हुआ है, रेजिस्टेंस बहुत तेज़ी के साथ ड्रॉप हुई है. ठीक है, तो इफ़ आई जस्ट try to find out कि I is directly proportional to temperature, because when temperature increases, current also increases. Not for the thermistor. When resistance increases, current decreases. Okay. Okay, if we just see the dial meter A now, for first 20 degree and 40 degree, the deflection is very high. Just see it. Is almost half of the deflection. Rest half of the deflection belongs to other temperature which are more than 40 degree. If you just compare here, a very sharp deflections comes in here, which is less than in half. और उसके बाद when the temperature increases, resistance goes very उसका जो drop है वो बहुत small है. तो ये जो A है, that is basically a right combination जो हमें सूट करता है. अगर मैं बाकियों को चेक करूं तो जो टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है, डिफ्लेक्शन बहुत कम है, तो दैट डजंट सूट्स. यहाँ पर ये तो खैर स्केल ही अच्छा लेफ्ट से राइट है, लेकिन यहाँ पर भी कम है, बाद में इसकी डिफ्लेक्शन हाई हो जाती है. दैट इज़ रॉन्ग. 0 से 20-40 तक डिफ्लेक्शन ठीक है, एंड देन आगे फिर आपके पास 40 के बाद जो है वो सेम डिफ्लेक्शन आ रही है. लेकिन यहाँ पर भी 40 के बाद सेम नहीं आ रही है, बल्कि ये जो आपका रिज़ल्ट है ना, ये वाला, इसके बाद आपकी डिफ्लेक्शन सेम आ रही है, यानी 60 के बाद तकरीबन सेम ड्रॉप आ रहा है. तो ये भी गलत होगा. तो यू हैव टू सी लॉजिकली which scale is correct. So A scale is correct. Okay. The sides of a cube are measured with caliper. The measured length of each side is 30 plus minus 0.1 millimeter. The measurements are used to calculate the volume of the cube. What is the percentage uncertainty in calculate the volume of the cube? अब क्यूब जो है हमारे पास, it has all lengths equal, means L multiplied by L multiplied by L, that makes L cube. So this means that if you take the percentage, you have to multiply it with 3. 0.1 over 30 in 200, that is the percentage. कितनी परसेंटेज आती है? Simon, I think you are not listening to me, huh?
Yes, sir, 0.33.
You have to multiply it with 3. 3 multiplied by 0.33%. So that makes nearly 1%. Okay. A tennis ball falls freely in air from the top of a tall building. When you talk about the tall building and there is an air, so that will be a case of terminal velocity. Which graph best represents the variation time t, the distance fallen? When you achieve terminal velocity is basically a constant velocity. If you see the graph A, this portion from here to here, that shows a constant velocity. Okay. यहाँ पर this shows a decreasing velocity. When the ball falls, basically velocity time graph comes like this way. This is terminal velocity. This is velocity is increasing. But here this graph shows that velocity is decreasing and here velocity is 0. So this is wrong. This shows that velocity is increasing and this shows velocity is constant. So that is still best at the moment. Still best. Let me check more. This is velocity is increasing throughout. No chance of terminal velocity. Now velocity is decreasing. So these all are wrong. Only portion A is correct. The graph shows the variation with mass of the weight of object on a particular planet. What is the value of the acceleration of free fall on the planet? Actually, if you look at the gradient of the graph, that is W over M. That is always equal to the gravitational pull. So the weight is 4 and the mass is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2.5. What will be the answer?
1.6. 1.6.
Okay, hang on. 1.6 option given? Yes. So that is this one. Then we have momentum of a car of mass m increases from P1 to P2. What is the increase in kinetic energy of the car? When there is a momentum increase, we will have change in kinetic energy. This means that KE final minus KE initial. I will tell you why I'm considering this equation. Half mv2 square half mv1 square is v2 square minus v1 square. Now we have to create momentum. So we should multiply it with the m, one more m, and divide it. So हम ऐसा कर लेते हैं. तो ये इसके साथ अंदर मल्टी हाफ m कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. m स्क्वायर m2 स्क्वायर माइनस m स्क्वायर mv1 स्क्वायर. तो ये आपके पास हाफ 2m p2 स्क्वायर माइनस p1 स्क्वायर. ठीक है. So by looking at the shape or the pattern in the answer, we just use over this logical approach. अगर हम काइनेटिक एनर्जी का कॉन्सेप्ट इस्तेमाल करें तो हम इस रिलेशन की तरफ जा सकते हैं. ठीक है. ओके. नॉर्मली ये आपके लॉजिक्स के. जी बोले. Say again.
It's A.
It's A, yes.
It is.
It's A. ये आ जाता है. अच्छा, एक और भी इसके अंदर मेथड यूज़ किया जा सकता है अगर हम इसकी यूनिट्स को इन्वॉल्व करें, लेकिन वो फिर सी और डी में आप कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे इसमें. ठीक है. Two similar spheres, each of mass m and traveling with speed v, are moving towards each other. The sphere has an head-on elastic collision. Elastic collisions का मतलब आपको पता ही है. Kinetic energy remains same. Which statement is correct? Spheres stick together. ये inelastic collisions का sign है. Total kinetic energy after the impact is mv square. Actually, we have to calculate it. Let's see it later. Total kinetic energy before the impact is 0. No, that is not right. Total momentum before impact is 2mv. So we have to look at P and D. Okay, its initial momentum is mv and its initial momentum is minus mv. So आपके पास इनिशियल मोमेंटम कितना हुआ इसका? That is 0. Initial momentum is 0. Two spheres, each of mass m, moving towards each other. The spheres have a head-on collision. What will be the final momentum? हमें final momentum की इसकी velocities नहीं पता कि हम इसको कैसे जाएं. Actually, I want to just settle down this statement. The total momentum before the impact is 2mv. So this is wrong because before the impact momentum cancel out हो रहा है. Total momentum होता है this one plus this one. So here is a negative sign due to the opposite direction of the velocity. So this is 0. So this is not correct. So technically we reach up to the conclusion this is our right answer. But if you want to make a calculation on it, So kinetic energy before the impact is half mv square plus half mv square. Kinetic energy is scalar, it doesn't require any direction. So total kinetic energy will be half mv square plus half mv square, that makes mv square. So this is correct. Let's move to the next question. A horizontal metal bar PQ of length 50 centimeter is hinged at end P. The diagram shows the metal bar viewed from above. Two forces of 16 Newton and 5 Newton are in horizontal plane and acts on the end Q as shown in the diagram. It's PQ. Two forces 16 Newton. इसका center of gravity तो given नहीं है. Two horizontal forces, 5 Newton about this moment. इसका moment हो गया आपके पास this one, and here is a perpendicular component. Now this is 16 cos 30, this is 16 sin 30. 16 sin 30 is almost 8 Newton meter. 5 और ये आपके पास clockwise है, ये आपके पास anti clockwise है. Just need to find out due to the two forces. He is not basically asking for any equilibrium condition or anything else. He is more specific to all of the two forces. इन दोनों का moment आप find out करें. 16 cos 30 will not exert any moment because it is passing through the pivot. It has no perpendicular distance. 16 cos 30 has no moment due to zero perpendicular distance. Now, इसका moment क्या है? The answer is in meter. 5 into perpendicular distance is 0.5. Answer is 2.5 Newton meter. And about this one, 8 Newton meter. 8 into 0.5, that makes 4 Newton meter. So total momentum of them two is, now this is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise, so they will be subtracted. 4 minus 2.5, that makes 1.5. Okay, all right. ये एक pressure से associated question है. Block P, Q, R and S are made from material of same density. Block T is made from a material of twice. Who is that? Block T is made of a material of twice density. Block P, Q, R are made from the same density. This is P, Q, R, S. R as shown. Which two blocks exert the same pressure on the ground? Okay, first we go with our normal analysis. Pressure is rho G H, and this is again rho G H. This is rho G2H, 2 rho GH, and this is also 2 rho GH. This is also 2 rho GH, which to exert the same pressure on the ground. Now he's basically S and T, what's that? Exert the same pressure on the ground.